Okay, recording. Hi, everybody. My name is Angel Carrillo, if you don't know who I am. And today, this video is going to pretty much how to show you how to enroll into your credential and master's classes for Ag Ed, okay? I do it a very particular way just because I'm not too familiar with the whole degree planner and schedule builder programs. But this way that I've been using has been pretty effective. I have been using it through just straight from enrolling from straight from the student center, and it's been working just for me, and not just for me but for my whole cohort in ag ed. And definitely I think it's the easiest way to go, just because you are a credential student slash master student and you are going to be taking specific courses. So it's not like your undergrad where you're trying to wait list or enroll into a GE. These classes are meant for you and there's a spot for you, so it's very easy to obtain this. It's just about actually enrolling in them correctly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And this is the perfect opportunity to do this just because I actually had to enroll in a class for myself. Okay, so if we look at my screen, we can see our our portal, our Cal Poly portal, right? First thing we want to do is just go ahead and click onto Student Center. You'll see that we're at Student Center, just the basic homepage. We're not going to be using Schedule Builder or Degree Planner just because that's not the way how I do it. And I think it's easier. There's an easier way to do it. What we will do is go ahead and go to Enroll. And depending on the term you are registering for, which I'm assuming most of you are registering for summer classes, for the education classes in summer, you click summer term. I actually do have to register for my master's oral exam class this summer. So let's go ahead and click on summer. Awesome. So here you're at a different menu, not a menu, different page. And basically there's multiple ways to go about it. What might be easier is if you obtain a class number, a course number for that specific class and section, or you can go ahead and search up something right here based on the subject, and then you're just going to go ahead and search. Okay, so right now it's not showing any specific classes for ag ed, but let's see if there's anything else like animal science. So you'll get a list of all the classes that are offered in the summer based on the subject or department you choose, but we do not need that, okay? We are gonna do specifically ag ed because this is for the credential and master's program. Um, but the way I would like to show you guys how to do it is that if you go to add, go back to summer, I actually have a class code for mine. So the class I'm trying to take is Ag Ed uh, 540 Section 1, okay? So the best thing to do is that when you are registering for your classes, find out if there's a class code for them, which they should all have a class code. And then you can simply just look up the class code like this. My class code is 2104, okay? And one thing I want to bring up is that all these class codes are going to be different per class, not per person, but per class, okay? And what's going to be different is permission numbers, and we'll get to that in just a second. So because I have the class code, I'm just going to simply enter, and there we go, voila. Okay, let's just double check if this is the class I'm trying to take. Yep, AGES S540, section 1 with Dr. Just individual study. Perfect, okay? So we can see that we have it all set up here to continue rolling. But here's the thing. Some of the courses may or may not require a permission number. A permission number is specified to a specific student when required or when needed, okay? So for my case, I actually do have a permission number to register for this class. I've had also other classes where I do not. So that's just something you need to be aware of. Find out that information for yourself if you do or do not need a permission number. And if you do need a permission number, make sure you obtain it prior to registering, because you will not be able to register for the class until you have that permission number to complete this process of registering for the class, okay? So I actually do have a permission number for this class. And again, permission numbers are also different by the student, by the person. So my permission number that I'm putting in right now is not going to be the same it is going to be for you or your friends or somebody else in another cohort. Everybody's permission number is going to be different, okay? Almost like a student ID for a class, okay? So my permission number will be 49911. Sorry for the airplane. 49911. And then we want to make sure it's graded, okay? Some classes may require you to adjust the units. Those will be specified by your university supervisor and program coordinator. So that would probably be the professors in ag ed. Some of them you might have to take credit, no credit. But for my case, I know that this class needs to be 2 units for sure, and there's no need to adjust it. So it's already set at 2 units. There might be some classes where you do have to adjust the units to what your advisors are telling you. And I do know that it has to be graded. I can't take it credit, no credit. It has to be graded. Okay. So that's just information you need to be aware of prior to registering. Get all that information and don't. Um, I wouldn't register until you're completely sure because you don't want to mix up anything with your transcripts or any issues with the officer registrar or with your credentials slash master's degree. Okay. So, okay. It looks like I have everything done. Let's just double check. So I know that I want to register for Ag Ed S540 Section 1 for the summer. I know I wanted to, I know it has to be 2 units. I know it has to be graded. And I know this is my permission code because it was given to me by Carrie Roos at the department office. Okay. 49911. So everything looks great. Okay. Next, we click on next. The status is open, so I should be able to register. I should be good to go. If it's the wait list or if it's closed, there's something probably that happened wrong, so I would double check on that. But for this case, we are looking well. We are ready to continue on with registering. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that. Oh, really quick. See how I went back to the first menu here where you can search up a class. Every time you add a class, you'll come back here, and then once you have all your classes here, then you can proceed to registering for all of them at the same time, so you don't have to go back and forth registering one at a time. But in my case, I only need to take one of these classes, and this is why I'm going to continue on with registering and enrolling. So it looks, everything's good. Just double check one more time. That's the right class code, 2104. Correct class, section 1, Agate 540, 2 units. And my permission code worked because it's allowing me to enroll. And I think I'm good to enroll. So all you really do is finish enrolling. Awesome. So here you can see that this class schedule has been added to your this class has been added to your schedule. So it's in my schedule for summer 2021 and I'm ready to enroll. The one thing I need to let you guys know is that once you start taking your master's degree classes, some of them will require payment upon before actually taking the classes. You are registered in it, and you have a spot saved in it, but you can potentially lose the class if you do not pay for it. Some of you for your credential classes might have financial aid to cover it. It just differs by the student. I can't tell you who's going to be what, but before taking the class, you should try to pay it. If not, you probably won't be able to get credit for it on your transcripts. I don't know too much of the technicalities of it, but if you need to pay, try to get that as soon as possible so you don't have any issues coming forward. All right. And then if I just go to my class schedule, if I look up class schedule for summer quarter 2021, yep, here's the class that I needed to take. Ag Ed 540, enrolled, 2 units graded. The class number is correct, the same one I inserted, 2104. And it's pretty much set. Okay. So it's literally done, and then it should be added to your class schedule. That's the best thing you can do to double check everything went through is check up on your class schedule. You can do that simply from going here, or if you go back to the Student Center homepage, give it just a second, and then click on Other Academic, Class Schedule, and it's going to ask you to pick the specific term. And since we registered for we just registered for summer, we click on summer, and here we are, right where we were earlier. So you can confirm that you're enrolled into it and you register for it, and you're all good. Okay. So hopefully that helps. I know I'm not too familiar with the whole schedule builder and degree planner, but in our case as a cohort, we decided that this is kind of the easiest way to go about it, just because we are graduate students and post-bachelorate students, and these classes are specified to us, okay? Again, hopefully this was helpful for you, and if you have any questions, reach out to your university supervisor, your program coordinator, your advisor, anybody that can help you out, maybe even somebody at the office or registrar, okay? But I would your first point of contact should be your supervisor, okay? See if you have all the information needed. All right. Best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.